Shapeshifters, werewolves in a whole new avatar. Werewolves, a concept that dates back to Greek mythologies, has always been an intriguing subject. Fast forward a few thousand years, and today, werewolves have become an integral part of horror fiction. The idea of lycanthropy, where an individual conceals the dark secrets of his original form, has triggered some unforgettable stories over time. But what if it wasn't a secret at all, and werewolves existing were normal? Today, we will take you through one such werewolf classic titled Shapeshifters, which was recently seen in the popular Netflix anthology series titled Love, Death, and Robots. The series is full of surprises, and most of the episodes are engaging and have some delightful twists to blow your mind. Shapeshifters is one such episode that entertains the audiences with a unique werewolf tale within around 16 minutes. In this video, we will be exploring the storyline in detail and elaborate on the things that make this one such a fascinating werewolf story. This video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Join us in one of the best games for iOS and Android that features the most advanced and powerful graphics true to a console-level experience. With over 600 legendary champions, you can build the best team possible to get through all of the different stages like raid bosses, dungeon runs, campaign battles, and PvP arenas. The two of our ideal champions are Royal Guard and Ursula the Mourner. Royal Guard is a very powerful and versatile champion. He decreases the enemy's defense and has an extremely powerful ability that scales with damage based on enemies' max HP. On the other hand, Ursula the Mourner cripples the enemy attackers and boosts the attack of your own team, which can help you progress much faster. This month, Raid celebrates its 3rd anniversary, and while the celebration arrives, you should check out Raid's first ever champion skins that look unbelievable. These new skins allow you to alter champions' appearance, and our personal favorite is Lumaya's Prophet skin. This is the best time to get started in Raid. And if you click my link in the description or scan my QR code here on the screen, you'll get a free starter pack worth almost $40. We're talking 3 free champions at once: Misericord, Tiger Soul, Romero, plus 10 Magic XP brews, 10 Force XP brews, 10 Spirit brews. That's huge. All this treasure will be waiting for you here. Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin. Shapeshifters, a world of lycanthropic fighters. Before we get into the story, you must come to terms with certain premises that are built around the concept. Firstly, we are in a world where lycanthropy is an open secret and werewolves are a common feature. Secondly, the werewolves are usually discriminated against for some of their supernatural traits, and it is no exception in the US Army as well. The war in Afghanistan is in full swing, and several werewolf soldiers have been drafted into the force to help out with their enhanced senses. Lieutenant Decker and Sergeant Sobieski are 2 such werewolf soldiers who are with the US Marine, and they assist the regular forces with patrols and bomb detection. During one such trip, they are ambushed by the Taliban, but Lieutenant Decker is quick to detect the enemy positions despite getting shot. His wounds heal quickly, and within minutes, the terrorists are taken down courtesy of his accurate detection. However, after returning to the base, the werewolf soldiers aren't treated as heroes, but we see a shocking discrimination where the regular soldiers treat them as outcasts. Decker and Sobieski are not the ones to bow down, and they stand their ground as the others leave them at the dining mess alone in disgust. It becomes clear that there is a great bond between the 2 werewolf soldiers, and they always have each other's back. The duo is soon separated when Sobieski is assigned to a base on the top of a ridge which is quite some distance away from the main camp. This serves as a watchtower, and he is sent there to assist the others in taking up position for the night. That night, Decker wakes up in shock to the sound of distant gunfire. At a distance, he watches the observatory base up in flame, and it is clear that the position has been attacked. The backup convoy prepares to head to the position, but Decker races ahead with his werewolf speed kicking in. To his horror, he finds out that the entire watchtower is like a slaughterhouse where humans have been ripped to shreds, including his dear friend Sobieski. Clearly, it is not a human job, and the enemy also has a werewolf secret among them. Decker is seething with rage, having failed to detect the presence of a werewolf nearby, and he is dejected by the loss of his dear friend. Now, he is determined to hunt down the killer werewolf, and he picks up his scent from the spot. It doesn't take long for him the next day to track down an old man in the nearby village who is the one behind the slaughter. He keeps it a secret from the rest of the troops because it is a matter of personal vengeance for him now. That night, he sneaks out of the base and heads into the open desert to meet the old man for a final showdown. The old man is accompanied by a younger man, and they both transform into vicious werewolves in the wink of an eye. Decker follows suit, and what transpires is an epic werewolf battle where they all claw and bite and hack and slash at each other till the last breath. Finally, Decker manages to slay both the enemy werewolves and heads back to the base with the name tags of his friend. He is disgusted with his role in the military service, and he decides to quit after reclaiming Sobieski's body. The eventful short film ends with him giving a fitting burial to Sobieski in the desert, and you cannot help but pity the life of solitude that lycanthropy brought to Decker. Why is it one of our favorite episodes from the show? Well, for starters, the story had werewolves in a new role, and that was enough bait for us. It turned out to be one of the best episodes because of the moving war story that involves two outcast buddies. They are werewolves with far greater strength and sensory abilities, but they never get acknowledged for their contribution. Instead, they are frowned upon, discriminated against, and pushed to the wall. The CGI is really amazing, and we do not get to say that often. There are some truly artistic moments, and the scenes where they transform into werewolves have been captured perfectly. The climactic fight sequence is sure to blow your mind, and that alone can be worth watching this episode. The source material is a must-read. The episode is based on a book titled On the Use of Shapeshifters in Warfare by Marco Close, and it is a pretty accurate adaptation. There are some subtle changes. The narrative stays true to the source material. The only major change is the respect for the enemy in Lieutenant Decker. He realizes that the enemy werewolf is a true warrior, and he gives him a proper burial, even though the loss of his only friend in the army pained him. The story has a thought-provoking take on the hypocrisy of humanity, where they will use werewolves to help their cause, but not acknowledge the same. In fact, due to increasing political pressure, the U.S. Army did not even allow the werewolf soldiers to be a part of the battle and did not permit any use of guns. They were merely used as sniffer dogs with heightened senses to warn them of the threats around. The story is written in first person from Decker's perspective, and that gives you a first-hand experience of someone dealing with the struggles of his lycanthropic identity. To sum things up, Shapeshifter is not just a random werewolf story with catchy fights, but it dives deep into the human psyche, friendship, and the trauma of discrimination. It wouldn't be wise to miss out on this multi-dimensional approach in dealing with a werewolf tale. If you are new here, then don't forget to subscribe in order to see new content that we post every day. See you in the next one.